Hello and welcome to the Sands of Time review channel. It's your host Sammy Thunder today. Today I'm here to talk about a watch that I believe is a great contender to being the best dress watch under $1,000 Australian dollars. Here we have the Tissot locle, a simple three-hander with a date function. It's time to take a much deeper look into the Tissot locle, into the macro of what this watch really has to offer. What makes this watch boast extreme value was the execution of the dial and case design, featuring a Clou de Paris dial pattern. In literal meaning, this translates to nails of Paris, which has been used as a major decorative technique on dial and metal components dating back to the 18th century. This is in essence a special form of guilloche finishing which results in this square pyramid-like pattern we see here. This technique is prominent in horology brands such as Breguet and the famous Audemars Breguet Royal Oak. In short summary, guilloche finishing is a decorative technique where very precise, intricate and repetitive patterns are mechanically engraved onto the surface through an engine turning mechanism, and the Clou de Paris dial pattern mentioned is simply a distinct pattern of this technique. Added to the effect of the Clou de Paris dial pattern, we also have a beautiful applied indices that's placed on a matte finished white ring. It gives the watch a much more elevated and sporty look to what its 18th century counterpart would be. Transitioning from this, what we witness is a beautiful leafed handset made of stainless steel. And no, it's not painted in black. It's just that it's polished to such a high degree, which could be known as black polishing, where all the light is being reflected and it gives us this dark black sheen. Transitioning from this, what we see is a beautifully done date window, which is done well for its price point. Also, what we notice with the handset is that it is a stacked handset. This type of detail that Tissot was taking is exceptionally really well at the price point, considering that's a feature that's you see in much more expensive pieces and a signature in horology dress watches. So here we have a well-proportioned dress watch at around 9.8mm in thickness, a 39mm case diameter and a very wearable lug-to-lug of around 46mm. We also have a 19mm lug width. The watch also features 30 meters of water resistant, which is not amazing, but for a dress watch is perfectly fine and viable. The watch also boasts a flat sapphire crystal on the front and back on its partially exposed case back. This is really good to see at the price point, however there is no AR coating and that is to be noted. We have a partially exposed Powermatic 80, which is not decorated, but seeing a laser engraved rotor is pretty sweet at this price point. The unique caseback makes up for the non-decorated movement and for its price point is clearly justified. But I believe for newer watch enthusiasts that don't have a visual caseback watch will truly find joy from having this watch, and it's a good entry point into the Swiss market. Winding of the watch is smooth and the movement features hacking. Transitioning to the case, we have a mirror polished lugs which transition into vertical satin finishing along the case line. And we also have a modern Tissot sign crown. All in all, you can see now the insane value this watch proposes and how much of a sleeper this watch really is within the community. However, not every watch is perfect and there will always be some minor drawback when considering a watch purchase in any price range. Here we have a 19mm lug width, which is pretty sad as it's not the best strap monster despite being it, but limited to this dimension as there are not many strap options for 19mm lug width. More so, the strap the watch comes on is pretty stiff and comes with a poorly designed butterfly clasp, which some people find quite annoying as its bulk on the wrist may affect the comfort of the watch. Here I've paired this watch with a grey handmade ostrich leather strap which evokes a casual feel. Now we understand the true value of this watch and that it is made by a manufacturer that has been making watches since 1853. I hope you wear your Tissot watches with pride, and if you don't have one already, please consider one. Please like, subscribe and comment down below, and let me know your thoughts on what the contender to this watch may be.